get ready for the session by sitting in a comfortable cross-legged posture. We will begin the session by chanting 3 Ohms and Shanti Path. Lead and follow. Keep your hands on the knees in a mudra. Eyes and mouth gently closed. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Together, breathe in. Om. Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Gently open your eyes. We will do these practices multiple times. The first time, please follow the physical movements. In the second round, please follow the breath as instructed. And then the third and subsequent rounds you can do on your own following the instructions previously given. Continuing to sit in the same posture. First, we will start with neck forward and back bend. Ensure that your neck is straight, chin is parallel to the floor. Bend forward such that the chin touches your chest. Come back center. Bend backward. Come back center. Now follow the breath protocol. Breathe in, breathe out, going down, forward bend of the neck. Hold. Come back center, breathing in. Bend backward, breathing out. Next, we will do side bending. Tilt your head to the right side. The goal is not to touch the right shoulder, but just bend towards it. Come back center. Now tilt your head to the left side. Only tilt to the extent that you are comfortable. Come back center. Now with the breath, breathe in, breathe out, tilt to the right. Breathe in, breathe out, tilt to the left. Come back center. Now next we will turn right to left. Breathe in, turn your neck to the right side. Breathe out, come back center. Breathe in, turn to the left and come back center. Do 2 more rounds in this manner. These neck movements should not be performed by elderly people or those suffering from low blood pressure, high blood pressure, or vertigo or extreme cervical spondylitis. Once done, now we will proceed to complete neck rotation. Breathe in, breathe out as you bend your neck forward. Then turn to your right side in a rotation, go slightly back. With a full rotation, come back on the left side. This is one full rotation. Now with breath, Breathe in as you take your head up on the right side. Breathe out as you come down. Complete 2 more rounds in this manner. These neck rotations can be done for 3 to 5 counts, depending on your comfort level or as you progress in the practices. Now we move on to shoulder movements. Place the fingers of the right hand on the right shoulder and left hand on the left shoulder in this manner. Bring your elbows close to each other and move the elbows both together downward, and then slowly bring it from behind in a circular motion. This is one rotation. Now we will follow the breath. Breathe out. Breathe in as you bring your arms up, elbows touching close to your head, and then breathe out as you bring your arms down. This was the second round. Do one more round. We would have completed clockwise rotation of the shoulder, and then move on to anti-clockwise rotation. Breathe in and out. These movements help in relieving tension, heaviness, stiffness in the head, neck and shoulder region. For the next set of simple exercises, we will stand up. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Interlock your fingers and raise it fully above your head with palms facing upward. Now gently bend towards the right. Come back center. Gently bend towards the left and come back center. Now for the breath. Breathe in this posture. This is the starting position. Breathe out, bend to the left. Stay. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in, come back center. Breathe out, bend to the left. Stay. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in, come back center. Do one more round in this manner. These exercises can be done 3 to 5 counts. Release the hands. Next, we move to knee rotation. Keep your feet together. Hands on the knees slightly bent forward. We will rotate the knees clockwise and anti-clockwise in this manner. Turn to the right and then go back, come back from the left. Second round. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 3 clockwise and 3 anti-clockwise. Keep the knees together. Tadasana. Stand with feet together or with little gap between the feet and arms by the side of the body. Steady the body and distribute the weight equally on both feet. Interlock the fingers and turn the palm upwards, placing the hands on top of your head. This is the starting position. Fix the eyes at a point on the wall in front of you. The eyes should remain fixed on this point throughout the practice. Inhale and stretch the arms up. Raise the heels, coming up on your toes. Stretch the whole body from top to bottom without losing balance. Hold your breath in this position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale while lowering the heels and bringing the hands to the top of the head. This is one round. Practice 4 more rounds in this manner. Inhale, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. The next asana is Padahastasana. Stand with the spine erect. Feet together, hands beside the body. Relax the body. This is the starting position. Distribute the weight evenly on both feet. Now slowly bend forward. First bending the head, taking the chin towards the chest, then bending the upper trunk, relaxing the shoulder forward, then bending the lower trunk, letting the arms go limp. Remember to bend the mid-trunk first and finally the lower trunk. Don't strain or force the body. Do according to your body comfort. Place the fingers underneath the toes or bring the palms to the floor or hold your ankles. Relax the back of the neck. The body is bent forward but knees are straight. Try to take the forehead as close to the knees as possible. You can hold this position, relaxing the whole back. Now slowly return to the starting position in the same manner. Second round with breath awareness. Inhale in the starting position. Exhale while bending forward. Head, neck, upper trunk, middle trunk, lower trunk. In this final position, you can breathe slowly and deeply up to 3 counts. If the body permits, you can also go up to 5 counts. Once done, breathe in while coming up and relax. So this is the simple version of Padahastasana. As you practice along, you can do this next variation, which is slightly more dynamic. From the starting position, raise your arms up, breathing in over your head. Stretch your body here. As you exhale, bend forward. Bring the palms to the floor or under the toes as the body permits. Then breathe in as you come up. Breathe out, release the arms to the side of the body. In this manner, you can do up 5 to 10 rounds depending on your ability. The next asana is Ardha Chakrasana. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Place your hands on your waist just above your hips in this manner. And then gently bend backward. Half wheel pose. Only bend as much as your back allows. There can be a slight bend to the knee, but not too much. Come back, center, release the arms. With breath, place your hands on the waist. Breathe in, breathe out, bending backward, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, come back to the straight standing position. Breathe out, release your hands. Please note that as you come back from the back bending posture, there are chances of feeling a little dizzy or feeling vertigo. So people with those indications should be very cautious and avoid doing this if the condition prevails. The next asana is Trikonasana. Stand on the long side of your mat with legs spread apart. The distance between the feet should be approximately as much as the length of your one leg. If that seems strenuous, then you can close the gap. Raise your arms at shoulder level and then gently bend towards the right side, ensuring that your body does not tilt forward. Your right hand should go and clasp the right foot. If not possible, you can hold anywhere on your right leg. Your left hand should be exactly above your right arm in a straight line. Come back center. Bring your right foot inward. Now turn your left foot to the left side. bend to the left side. Again, body should not tilt forward. Right arm and left arm should be in line, palms facing forward. Come back center. Now we'll concentrate on the breathing. Turn the right foot to the right side. Breathe in, breathe out, bend to the right side. And hold. Try to look at your left palm if possible. Breathe in, come back center, turn your right foot inward, turn your left foot outward, breathe out, bend to the left side. Hold. Breathe in, come back center. Do 5 to 10 rounds of this based on your abilities. We will start with Vajrasana. For Vajrasana, kneel on the floor with knees close together. Bring the big toes together. Separate the heels, lower the buttocks on the inside surface of the feet, with the heels touching the sides of the hips. Place the hands on the knees, palms down. The back and the head should be straight but not tense. Do not excessively backward arch the spine. Close your eyes, relax the arms and the whole body. Breathe normally and pay attention on the flow of the air passing in and out of the nostrils. From here, we will move on to our next asana, which is Ardha Ushtrasana. Stand on your knees, keeping the arms by the side of the body. Raise the arms to the shoulder level. Twist to the right side and with your right hand grab hold of your left heel or ankle. The left arm should be raised at the eyebrow level so that you can comfortably gaze at the left hand. Neck is in a comfortably arched back position. Come back center. Arms to the side of the body. Now with breath awareness, inhale while you raise your arms up to the shoulder level. Exhale when you twist your body to the left hand grabbing the right heel or ankle. In this final position, gaze at your hand, either holding the breath or breathing normally. Release. Come back to starting position. Sit back in Vajrasana. The next asana is Shashank Asana. From Vajrasana, while inhaling, raise the arms above the head, keeping them straight. Exhale while bending the trunk forward from the hips, keeping the arms, head straight and in line with the trunk. At the end of the movement, the hands and forehead will be resting on the mat in front of the knees. Keep the arms and foreheads touching the floor. You can bend the arms slightly at the elbow so that they are fully relaxed. Elbow is also resting on the floor. In this position, you can either retain the breath or do normal breathing. To come out, inhale and slowly raise the arms and the trunk to the vertical position. Keep the arms and head in line with the trunk. Breathe out while lowering the hands to the knees. This is one round. Practice 3 to 5 rounds. Utthana Mandukasana. Starting position is Vajrasana. From here, separate the knees. Ensure that the toes are still touching each other and your base is as close to the floor as possible. From here, inhale as you raise your arms straight up. Exhale, take your hands behind, crossing the arms such that the right hand is touching the left shoulder and left hand is touching the right shoulder. In this posture, relax and breathe normally. Keep the eyes closed as much as possible during the practice. Utthana Mandukasana from the back. See the hands touching the opposite shoulder, the toes touching each other. To release, inhale as you raise your arms up. Exhale as you bring the arms down to the knees. Simhasana. We will be doing two variations of that, starting with the simple Simhasana. From Vajrasana, separate the knees about 45 inches apart. Lean forward and place the palms of the hands on the floor between the knees with the fingers pointing towards the body. Ensure that the arms are straight and the back is arched. Rest the body on the straight arms. Tilt the head back so that there is a comfortable amount of tension in the neck. Close your eyes and focus on the eyebrow center, Bhru Madhya, or alternatively, you can keep your eyes open, gazing at a point in the ceiling. The mouth should be closed. Relax the whole body and mind. Normal breathing continues in this posture. From this posture, which is just a still lion in a meditative state, we will move on to Simha Garajna or a lion roaring posture. Inhale slowly and deeply through the nose. While exhaling, open the mouth, open the eyes, extend the tongue out and make a roaring sound. Hold for a few seconds. Take your tongue in, close your mouth, close your eyes. Repeat this practice 2 more times. Marjari Asana. From Vajrasana, stand up on your knees. Lean forward and place the hands flat on the floor beneath the shoulder with fingers facing forward. Hands must be in line with the knees. The arms and thighs should be perpendicular to the floor. The knees can be slightly separated but under the hips. This is the starting position. Inhale while rising the head up, depressing the spine so that the back becomes concave. Hold the breath for 3 seconds. Exhale while lowering the head and stretching the spine upward. Chin is touching the chest. Head is now in between the arms, facing the thighs. Hold the breath for 3 seconds. This is 1 round. Perform 3 to 5 more rounds, keeping the breathing in mind. This is a very comfortable asana. The movement and the breathing should be as slow as you're comfortable with it. Arms should always remain straight at elbows. Awareness should be on the spine from top to bottom, and the breath should be synchronized with the movement. The next asana is Vakrasana. Sit comfortably with your legs stretched out in front of you. Keep your hands parallel to your thighs, palms are resting on the floor. Bend the right knee at 90 degrees, resting your sole on the floor. Twist from the waist and place the left hand on the outer side of the folded right knee. Ensure that the left elbow touches the right knee. Hold the right ankle with your left hand. Turn your head to the right side while placing the right hand just behind the hip. Hold this position for 10 to 30 seconds while breathing normally. This asana is very good for the kidneys and pancreas. So, very recommended for pre-diabetic and diabetic patients. Turn your head to look straight, release the left arm, bend your right leg forward, doing the same with the left leg. Keep a mental count. Ensure that you stay on both sides for equal duration so that it is balanced out. We will start with Makarasana. Lie flat on the stomach. Raise the head and shoulders and rest the chin on the palms of the hands with elbows on the floor. Keep the elbows together to arch the spine. Separate the elbows slightly to relieve excess pressure on the back. How close or how far you keep the elbows will depend on each practitioner's comfort level. You will find the sweet spot of comfort as you keep practicing. You must adjust the position of the elbows so that the entire spine is equally relaxed. Relax the whole body. Normal breathing must be continued. Close the eyes. Awareness is on the lower back. Bhujangasana. Lie flat on the stomach with legs straight and feet together. Place the palms of the hands under the shoulders with fingers pointing forward. Position the arms so that the elbows point backward and are close to the side of the body. Rest the forehead on the floor and close the eyes. Relax the whole body, especially the lower back. Slowly raise the head. Gently tilt the head backward so that the chin points forward and the back of the neck is compressed. Then raise the neck and then the shoulders. Straighten the elbows using the back muscles first and then the arm muscles to raise the trunk further and arch the back. In the final position, the pubic bone remains in contact with the floor and the navel is raised to a maximum of 3 centimeters, not more. If the navel is raised too high, the bend tends to be in the knees and not in the back. Adjust accordingly. The arms may or may not be straight. It depends on the flexibility of the back. Hold the final position. Do normal breathing. To return to starting position, slowly release the upper back by bending the arms, lowering the navel, chest, shoulders, and finally forehead to the floor. Relax the lower back muscles. This is one round. We will do the second round by paying attention to the breath. Inhale while raising the torso. Breathe normally in the final pose to be held for a short time. Exhale while lowering the torso. We start with Setu Bandhasana. Lie flat on your back, feet together, arms by the side of the body. Bend the knees, placing the sole of the feet flat on the floor with heels touching the buttocks. The feet and knees may be hip width apart. Grasp the ankles with the hands. This is the starting position. Raise the buttocks and arch the back upward. Raise the chest and navel as high as you can without straining, pushing the chest up, locking the chin on your chest and head, but without moving the position of the feet and shoulders. Keep the feet flat on the mat. In the final position, the body is supported by the head, neck, shoulders, arms and feet. Notice that the arms are on the ground. Normal breathing. Then gently lower the body back to the starting position. This is one round. You can practice up to 5 to 10 rounds depending on your ability. Breath awareness is breathe in as you raise your body up. Retain the breath inside when you are in the final position. Breathe out when you lower the body to the ground. Breathe in, raise your body up. In this position, alternatively, you can do normal breathing, hold for a few seconds. But when you're ready to lower your body to the ground, breathe out and lower it. The next asana is Uttana Padasana. Inhale and raise the right leg as high as is comfortable, keeping it straight. Do not bend at the knee and the foot is relaxed. The left leg should remain straight and in contact with the floor. Hold the posture for 3 to 5 seconds while retaining the breath. Exhale and slowly lower the leg to the floor. This is one round. Please practice for 5 rounds with the right leg and then 5 rounds with the left leg. If the back is weak, the left leg can be bent so that the foot is flat on the floor and the knee is up. Breathing. Inhale as you raise the leg up. Hold the posture and the breath. Exhale as you bring the leg down. Awareness is on the stretch in the legs and synchronizing the movement with breath. Moving on to Pavana Muktasana. Continue to lie on the back. Bend the right knee and bring the thigh to the chest. Interlock the fingers and clasp the hands on the shin just below the knee. Keep the left leg straight and on the ground. Inhale deeply, fill the lungs as much as possible. Exhaling, raise the head and shoulders off the ground without straining and bring the right knee to the nose or the chin. Remain in this pose for a few seconds. Release slowly while inhaling, return to the base position. Relax the body, straighten the leg. Repeat this 3 times with each leg. Ensure that the straight leg remains in contact with the ground. It is important to start with the right leg because it presses the ascending colon directly. Follow with the left leg, which presses the descending colon directly. Now bring both legs in the starting position. Bend both knees and bring the thighs to the chest. Interlock the fingers and clasp the hands on the shin bones just below the knee. Inhale deeply. Exhale, raise the head and shoulders. Try to place the nose in between the space between the knees. Hold this position for a few seconds, counting mentally. Slowly lower the head and shoulders while inhaling. relax. Awareness is on the movement, abdominal pressure, and the breath. Markatasana. Lie flat on the back. Bend the knees. Place the soles of both feet flat on the floor directly in front of the buttocks. Keep the knees and feet together throughout the practice. Interlock the fingers of both hands. Place the palms under the back of the head and let the elbows touch the floor. Breathe in, and while breathing out, slowly lower the legs to the right, trying to bring the knees down to the floor. The feet should remain in contact with each other. Although the left foot will slightly move off the floor. At the same time, gently turn the head and neck in the opposite direction to the left side. Hold this final position for 3 seconds, mentally count. While breathing in, raise both the legs back to the upright position. Keep the shoulders and elbows on the floor throughout. Breathe out, bend the legs to the other direction. Head is gently turning towards the right. Keep the shoulders and elbows on the floor throughout. This gives a uniform twisting stretch to the entire spine. Breathe in, bring the legs back to starting position. Breathe out, bend towards the right. This practice can be done up to 5 rounds. Awareness is on the twisting stretch of the paraspinal and abdominal muscles and the breath, also called the spinal twist pose. We have completed our set of asanas. Now we will move to relaxation. Shavasana. Lie flat on the back with arms about 15 cm from the body, palms facing upward. A thin pillow or folded cloth may be placed behind the head to prevent any discomfort. Let the fingers curl slightly. Move the feet slightly apart to a comfortable position. Keep your eyes and mouth gently closed. The head and spine should be in a straight line. Make sure that the head does not fall to one side or the other. Relax the whole body and stop all physical movements at this point. Become aware of the natural breath and allow it to become rhythmic and relaxed. Count the breaths from number 10 backward to 0. Mentally repeat, I am breathing in 10. I am breathing out 10. I am breathing in 9. I am breathing out 9. I am breathing in 8. I am breathing out 8. Continue mentally in this manner and count backwards to 0. If the mind wanders and the next number is forgotten, bring it back to the counting and start again at 10. If you keep your mind and awareness on the breath, the body will automatically relax. Now relax the mental counting. Slowly become aware of the body and the surroundings. Gently and smoothly release the posture and sit up in a comfortable sitting pose. Moving on to Kriya, we will practice Kapalbhati. These are short breaths. Inhalation is automatic. Exhalation must be forceful. Breathe out forcefully, trying to take the tummy back inward to the spine. These are, as I mentioned, short in and out breaths. So we will do 2 rounds with 30 strokes each. Sit in a comfortable posture. Your left hand is on the knee in Chin Mudra or any mudra of your choice. Your right hand can gently be placed in front of your tummy. Begin round 1. We will do 30 strokes in each round, but as a beginner, you can do starting with 10, then slowly moving to 15, 20 and gradually to 30. Once one round of 30 stroke is complete, relax for a few breaths. Take a few normal relaxing breaths and then move to round 2. Pranayama practices, starting with Nadi Shodhan. We will first learn how to hold a Nasagra Mudra, no step position. Hold the fingers of the right hand in front of the face. Rest the index and middle finger gently on the eyebrow center. Both fingers should be relaxed. The thumb is above the right nostril and the ring finger is above the left. These two will control the flow of the breath in the right and left nostrils, alternatively pressing on the nostrils. The little finger is comfortably folded and relaxed. Starting with Nadi Shodhan Pranayama, keep the head and spine upright. Hold the Nasagra Mudra with the right hand and place the left hand on the knee in Chin or Jnana Mudra. Close the right nostril with the thumb and inhale slowly through the left nostril for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end of inhalation, close both nostrils and retain the air in the lungs for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the right nostril and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end of exhalation, inhale from the right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both nostrils. 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain. Exhale from the left nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one round. We will practice 5 rounds. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale from same nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both nostril. Retain 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. If the count of 4 proves to be too challenging, you can reduce the count to 3. As you keep practicing this daily, your lung capacity will improve and you can increase this count to 7. The next pranayama is Surya Bhed. Continue sitting in the same meditative posture. Place the hands on the knees in Chin Mudra. Keep the eyes closed, body relaxed. Watch the breath until it spontaneously becomes slow and deep. Adopt Nasagra Mudra with your right hand. Close the left nostril with the ring finger and inhale slowly, deeply through the right nostril. For the count of 4. Then exhale slowly through the right nostril itself, keeping the left nostril closed with the ring finger. This is 1 round. We will do 5 rounds, keeping the count of 4. Left nostril is closed throughout this pranayama practice. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep a mental count and release the Nasagra Mudra once done with 5 rounds. The next pranayama is Ujjayi. Ujjayi means victorious. Continue to sit in the same comfortable meditative asana with eyes closed. Take the awareness to the breath in the nostril and allow the breathing to become calm and rhythmic. After some time, transfer the awareness to the throat. Feel or imagine that the breath is being drawn in and out through the throat and not through the nostrils, as if taking place through a small hole in the throat. Remember to keep your mouth closed. As this conscious breathing becomes slower and deeper, gently contract the glottis so that a soft snoring sound like the breathing of a sleeping baby is produced in the throat. If practiced correctly, there will be a spontaneous contraction of the abdomen without any effort. Both inhalation and exhalation should be long, deep, and controlled. We'll be practicing 5 rounds of Ujjayi breathing. The sound of the breath should be audible to the practitioner alone. Once done, relax the efforts. Bhramari Pranayama. Sit in a comfortable meditative asana, any cross-legged posture, with hands resting on the knees in Chinna Mudra or Jnana Mudra. Close the eyes and relax the whole body. The lips should remain gently closed with the teeth slightly separated throughout the practice. This will allow the sound vibration to be heard and felt more distinctly. Raise the arms sideways, bend the elbows, bringing the hands to the ears. Use the index finger or middle finger to plug the ears or the flap of the ear. Gently curl the remaining fingers in this manner. Bring the awareness to the center of the head and keep the body absolutely still. Inhale through the nose. Exhale slowly in a controlled manner while making a deep, steady humming sound like that of the black bee. Four more rounds. The humming should be smooth, even, and continuous for the duration of the exhalation. The sound should be soft and mellow, making the front of the skull reverberate. At the end of the exhalation, you can keep the hands where they are steady or return it to the knee and then raise it again for the next round. With practice, you should be able to continue to keep your hands in a steady manner. As we complete the asanas and pranayama, we will now move on to dhyana, meditation. Please close your eyes gently and keep them closed throughout the practice. You can sit in a comfortable cross-legged posture, hands on the knees in a mudra of your choice, Chinna Mudra or Jnana Mudra. Asana is steady, position is steady, eyes are closed, mouth is closed, spinal cord is erect. Practice slow and deep breathing. As you keep breathing deeply, become aware of the smell around you. Concentrate on the sense of smell. Become aware of what you can smell from one moment to the next. After a few moments of concentrating on the smell, slowly move and concentrate on the sense of taste. What do you taste on your tongue? Do not put too much thought into it, simply observe. Now, turn your attention to vision. Open your eyes and see what you can see. Observe with attentiveness. Close your eyes again. Become aware of your sense of touch. The body on the floor, the touch of the cloth against your skin. Observe and experience the sense of touch. Next, move on to the sense of hearing. Listen to all the audible sounds starting from your nearest surrounding and moving as far away as you can hear. Now turn inwards and rest in the stillness. Stillness of the body and silence of the mind. Become aware of the breath. You will notice the breath is slow and subtle. The breath is responsible for stillness and silence both. Observe the slow and subtle breath. Observe the still body. Observe the silent mind. Now slowly bring the awareness back to the senses once again. Sounds, touch, sight, taste, and smell. Become aware of your breath. Practice normal breathing. We close the session by chanting Om and Shanti Path. Together, breathe in. Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Thank you and Namaste.